Hi everybody, my name's Yvette. Today I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on what to do when you are working with the Ruffle yarns that are so popular that make these real pretty ruffle scarves. When you're working with these yarns and you come across a knot or even a hole or a tear in your yarn, I'm going to give you some tips on how you can work around that instead of returning the yarn to the store and buying a whole brand new skein of yarn. So there's a couple easy ways to handle this, and they're very secure and they'll never show once your scarf is finished. So when you come across a knot that's already in your yarn as you're working with your yarn, and it comes that way from the factory sometimes, one of the easiest ways to handle that is either by just clipping right next to it, or you can untie the knot and you may have two pieces of fabric. I've come across a knot a few times where I'm not sure why the knot is there, but there's a knot sometimes and it's just in the middle of your fabric and it's not even keeping two pieces together. But sometimes it is keeping two pieces of yarn together, so you can either untie it or just clip on either side of it. And then when you do clip on either side of it, all you need to do is you can, once you clip on either side of it, you can either tie a little knot here, or you can take some thread, scrunch this together, take some thread, wrap it around here about a ½ inch in really tightly, and then sew it, tie it off into a really tight knot so that it will look something like this, where it's scrunched up here. And once you have those two scrunched up or knotted ends, all you need to do, I'll use a different color just so you can see a little easier. All you really need to do is take about 2 or 3 inches of your work, and you'll probably have two little knots here. Take 2 or 3 inches of your work, or you can even leave it like this. I've never had a problem with this either. And you're just going to crisscross them over each other. Just overlap them like this here. And then you're just going to line up your holes at the top that you're actually working into, whether it's knitting or crocheting. You'll find your little holes at the top here that you're working into, and you'll just line them up, the top and the bottom rows, like this here, keeping them in line together. And then you're just going to keep right on working through that area, through both layers as if it were one layer, and just keep working and making your scarf. As long as you're using the same yarn, like for example these two pieces here, you're not going to see that difference because they're going to be the same size yarns and everything. And even if you overlap an area where the colors are a little different, it's not going to show once your scarf is all completed like this here, because most of this, a lot of the yarns have variegated colors like this one here. Now you can also use this technique when you just want to elongate your scarf by adding another skein of yarn. If you use one skein and you find that it's too short, you can put two skeins together by doing this same exact technique here, and just lining up your holes at the top, continue knitting or crocheting through those holes and through both layers as if it were one layer. So it makes it pretty easy. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below or email me directly at YvetteMariesFineArt@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to answer those as quickly as I can. I hope this is helpful information for you today. I get a lot of questions regarding this, so I hope this is helpful for all you out there. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.